for some time, so which is a great news.
So it's very hard to find out the right people who can help me out. There where I find Baasu. So it was the one of the turning point in my life. Next thing, they're very transparent in all kind of approach towards me. Mr. Sundar, obviously, he guided me a lot and also became like a teacher. For me, the process was very easy. So I decided to go alone.
The visa, I think, which is very quick.
Thank you for your kind support, and thank you for the wishes, and I will make sure that I'll make you proud.
Hi Jinu, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. It's nice to see you again. Yeah.
Jinu, and congratulations and for getting the Australian work permit visa successfully, especially which is very quick. And I hope you are happy.
Yeah, likewise. I'm so happy and thank you for all the support you gave me. And yeah, I'm so happy and proud.
Fantastic. Also, Jinu, that I'm very glad because you hit that nail at the right moment, because the moment you file your papers, and that's where the government has increased the salary of the basic wages. So obviously it is gone to $70,000. So you are the very few people who was the first batch of people who got this new contract in place, and your salary has been positioned at $70,000 plus superannuation, so which is close to almost about $80,000. So which is a great news indeed, isn't it? I think you've been waiting for some time, so which is a great news.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a very great news here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. So great, Jinu. And Jinu, I really wanted to ask a few questions, especially beyond that we need to understand your experience, but also that your experience will help so many people in the industry, because you are a very classic example of a person who got committed into the industry and from India, and then you move to Middle East, and then you work in Dubai, and you work in multiple positions, and also really put your hard work, came up in your life and supported the family. And beyond that point, then you're looking at the next step, and then you chose Australia. So I just wanted to know, first of all, that give an introduction about yourself as being a restaurant manager, so that experience will definitely help a number of people.
Sure, sir. So my name is Jinu Sebastian. Yeah, I came from India, as you said that. I've been in Dubai since 2008 and worked multiple venues, hold different position. But once you reach certain point, Dubai gives some uncertainty that what is next. It's the same thing what you told me. So I prefer that to move from here to have a better future in Australia. However, it's very hard to find out the right people who can help me out. There where I find Baasu. So it was the one of the turning point in my life, and I made it. So looking forward, life in Australia.
Jinu, you being a restaurant manager in Dubai, and you are moving to Australia.
Yeah.
What do you feel that the change is going to be in your professional capacity? Have you done any kind of work? Did you speak to any of your friends in Australia? So how did you decide Australia as a destination you need to look for?
So as a destination in Australia now, I can see that there's a lot of opportunity. I talked to some of my friends. The working life in Australia is entirely different than Dubai as per them, because Dubai, the manpower is really high. So in Australia, you really need to put on your hard work, your dedication, your passion on your job more than Dubai, because you need to look after yourself when you are in the work, the maximum effort, and yeah.
Jinu, I know Dubai is a big market, and obviously there are a lot of people around to do a similar kind of services. Is there any specific reason that you chose us to help you? Because we've been talking to a lot of candidates on off late that we found that Dubai is also a very risky market for candidates because there's so many people and they have a difficulty to whom to trust. So, is there anything which made you to came to us and ask for the assistance? So, can you please just give your experience on that?
So first of all, when Baasu came to me regarding this opportunity, the first thing I just did my own research, and I can see that they've been in the industry quite long. And the next thing, they're very transparent in all kind of approach towards me. So in terms of interviews, in terms of payment, everything is very, very transparent and very trustworthy. Also, they were supported me, so I felt that they were part of my journey. I don't feel that I'm just paying them and getting the job. I feel them. They were supported me, and Mr. Sundar, obviously, he guided me a lot and also became like a teacher. So all my doubts and everything, 24/7, they're available. And as I can see, they are the best in the market. So if you're looking for a trustworthy supporter to make your Australian dream come true, the Baasu is the best, and I have 100% guarantee.
One of the very interesting, the information which I realize always in your file, Jinu. First of all, thank you so much for the trust you have given to us, and glad that we lived up to that expectation, because always the expectation has to match the service we provide. That's very important. I know that you have a family, your immediate family in Sydney. Your brother is in Sydney.
Yeah.
So you have all the connections in Sydney, and you are also looking at a place in Sydney for you to start your career. So, in spite of you having your brother in the same city, he's been well settled living there. Is there any specific reason that you came to us that you identify the right source of connections to get starting your career?
Of course, yes, because this is my personal, so I'll be very honest. I don't depend on people. I depend on the process. So for me, he's my brother, he has his own life, he can help me out, but I don't want to depend on him if I want something. I want to work hard to get what I want. So that's also the reason. So I did my own research, I find the best agency, and I get through. Everything is smooth. So if I wait for him, I just need to look for him to search for me. But if I want something, I want to do myself. Yeah, that's it.
Very excellent. Jinu, in the whole process, I remember that I think it took little time for you to identify the right employer for you to work with. So especially in the whole London visa, then obviously subsequently that you went through a number of process of your documentation. Can you please just throw some light in the whole process? Which particular stage you found that's little challenging for you? Then how did you overcome that?
For me, the process was very easy because you gave me time to time guidance. Because even though my documentation was quite okay here, only a little bit challenging, what I should take, because you give me so many interviews, so I need to make sure that which one is the best. So of course, that was a bit challenging. Yeah, little bit. Until unless I get confirmation, it was a bit challenging because my expectation for some employers match, but still, it's like employer and employee mutual expectation should be matched. So that moment was a little bit anxious. However, rest of the thing was very transparent. And of course, your team clearly told me what are the documents I need, how they want it. No rush, gave me enough time. So that was the only time I got challenged regarding before the confirmation of the employer, because it's like I was a bit anxious. Obviously, yeah, that's the only time. Yeah.
Fantastic. Jinu, what is your plans in Australia? So you're planning to, of course, I think from the beginning you really wanted to take your family along with you. That's one of the very reasons that you're looking for Australia.
Yeah.
So what did you plan? Is you going to take your family straight away, or you're taking them after some time? So what's your plan in terms of family moving to Australia from Dubai?
So at the beginning, I was thinking we can go alone, we can go along and settle together. But however, it's a new country. I need to know what is the lifestyle, and I just need some time to settle down. So I decided to go alone at the beginning, then get settled down. Then once everything settled down, I want to take my kids and family, because for them also the relocation it's big changes. So I want to make sure that they are comfortable once they go there. So I'm not rushing it now. First, I go myself, I get settled down, then my family will come along.
Fantastic. It's a great. I think it's a great thing, especially the 482 subclass work permit visa allow the candidates to take the family along. Especially if you find an employer who's supporting to take your family, which is great. I think that that way, I think being with family is more of support. It's a moral support for you to concentrate on work rather than looking back and thinking about your family back home, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent, great. Jinu, tell me about the experience, your experience about the city marketing process. Especially, it's very difficult, as a policy that we always connect the candidates with the employer directly, and then we let both of them speak. And many times the candidates get confused because the three, four options they have and they don't know which one to choose, and they get confused between the salary package, the career growth, and the kind of restaurant or the establishment they work with. So tell me about your experience in that, and how did you choose this particular choice?
So for me, there is two kinds of people. One kind of people, they just want to go to Australia without vision. So for example, they just want to get any job which they don't do the research and they don't know what their expertise. For myself, I clearly know that I used to work in a French restaurant, Italian restaurant, and Japanese restaurant. So I clearly told Baasu that this is my expertise, and I want to find out an employer who is in that same field. So it's for me, it's also easy because it's my work. Work is related to life, so I need to have good quality of life. So I must know what I'm doing, so I don't get bored, because it's like a daily job. It's not like a once in a while. So this is the thing I want all of you to decide before you go there. You understand your expertise and move ahead with that. But if you're a newcomer, you are like just freshers, it's a different. You can always learn new things. Yeah. But people like me, I've been in the industry 15 years, so I must know what I'm doing. Yeah. So this is the small advice from my side.
Fantastic. I think you also worked in a very high-profile establishment in Dubai. So obviously, that getting to a stage of a restaurant manager in such an establishment is quite a tough task, and you achieved it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that your experience and perseverance will definitely help you to reach greater heights in Australia. Because the establishment you're going to join, also they are very supportive. Especially they are looking at somebody in long term, and they have also big plans of executing that with the right team. So I'm very glad that you gone through the process very successfully, and especially the visa. I think which is very quick. Obviously, that comparing the earlier.
It's quicker than even Dubai.
Sorry.
It's quicker than even Dubai, because in Dubai, when we apply, because I apply the visa for staff, it's take around like nowadays like 25 days. So I think we took around maybe how many days? Like 20 days. So it's quicker than Dubai. Yeah.
Especially the Australian visa is all about documentation, because there's no interview. So especially mainly in Australia, the visa, the documentation is the key, because the major work you do is to prepare the file based on the facts, and then put forth the information in a right format. That's what really time consuming. Once it's been done in a proper way, I think the visa just comes very smooth. I think that's what exactly happened in your case. Especially always when somebody is putting the note forward that they want to go with the family, and your employer is also giving a nomination for your family. I think that's where we need to work a little more on putting the documents in a proper manner, so that it is very important in Australia. Not only the candidate's profile is the key to get the visa, it's also the employer's profile is also equally important. In fact, it's more important because the size of the business, the reputation of the business, that really decides whether you get the visa or not, and how quick you get it. I think that's where I think all the perfect recipes were in your case. I think that's where one of the main reason, I think. One surprise information I want to give you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether you're aware, because the new rule changed from July 1st. Even the restaurant managers are eligible to apply for permanent residency. But that was not the case when you started the process.
Yeah. You told me clearly that.
Yeah. So now the new rule is allowing you to, after 2 years, you can able to apply for a permanent residency if your employer is able to support that. So I think that is the great news, especially when you look for, if you like the country, if you like the place, you wanted to stay permanently, you can also have an option in front of you.
Oh, okay, sir. It's a great news because you are very transparent even during the first stage of conversation, that that it's an opportunity, because you need to really think about it, because you are very successful here. You're moving there is no pathway. But I took the decision that it's okay. I like to move because I want to see the new thing, and it's kind of my dream. You said, okay, let's see after your what's this called process, and something good might happen after 2 years. So I mean, you work hard, you keep yourself focused, so I believe good things will happen.
But we never expect the policy will change so quickly.
Yeah. You told me.
It's very favorable to you now.
Thank you. No, you clearly told me. I still remember that. Are you sure you really, because the first meeting we had, the first time I met you, so you told me that, so this process is going to be 2-year visa, it's a temporary visa. You have family. What do you think? So I said, no, we are going ahead. So you told me also, yeah, I can see that you're sure. So after 2 years, we will see what we can do together. So I'm so happy, sir. Yeah. So and also I'm happy that I met you, at least like a teacher.
No, that particular point, I wanted to make it always very clear, because we wanted to tell people that, the whole idea is that you have to be really transparent, because you are well settled there in Dubai. You worked in one of the high-profile establishments, and then you work in a capacity of a manager. Also, that you're being with the family and you got everything set right, and you have a routine. But it's very important, that we need to tell what you can and what you cannot expect in Australia. But you took a decision, even if it's a temporary visa, that you look for the next step. But I'm so glad. Now the rule is also being changed, that allowing you to apply for permanent residency if everything goes well with your employer. So I'm very glad. I think that particular decision you made that day is very fruitful within you, even before you start traveling to Australia, which is great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm glad that happened.
So, Jinu, I'm really happy, because you are such a fantastic person and very hardworking. And I'm sure that your experience and exposure you got in the Middle East, with moving with quite a lot of European customers, also that your specialty experience with the Japanese cuisine restaurants and other Italian cuisine restaurants. So I think that will really help the Australian hospitality industry as a whole in the long run. So I look forward to see you soon in Australia, and I'm sure that see you as one of the very big success stories in Sydney in the hospitality industry.
Yeah, I wish so. I pray for you, and I'm always happy to see you, even in Dubai, Australia, wherever in the world. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jinu. Thank you for your time, and good luck, and have a safe trip. And be in touch with us at any stage you need any assistance. And feel free to call us or reach us. So we are there.
Always. And thank you for your kind support. And thank you for the wishes. And I will make sure that I'll make you proud. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jinu. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.